8-5?
8-6. Then you said that.
I need a black one.
I need I need you to give us some volume on this to turn amp me up.
That's it.
Oh yeah. You see that? What? Wendy Williams got dementia.
You got dementia?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is it tied to cocaine?
No, it's
No, crazy lady.
Are we gonna lie?
Yes, we are.
I ain't lying. You said it wrong for the bus.
so what is that?
No, it's not. I'm gonna leave it. I think it's wrong.
30 seconds. Well, I know Pill Hill and.
I know those are set.
Okay.
Because I was wondering, did you bring me this? I don't like that can. Don't get that can no more.
Yeah, I did bring you that.
Don't give me
I
that
got me a
can no
banana
more.
and I got you a donut.
How many minutes?
Oh, I have to go to your house too with the purple turtle soup.
It's a ship. It's a friendship. It's a relationship, and all that means is what a brunch ship. Listen, it is my favorite day of the week. It is Throwback Thursday, and in order to know where you're going, you must know where you come from. The late great Ella Fitzgerald said, "Give light, and people will find a way." This Throwback Thursday, let's remember the impact of spreading positivity and guidance, like the legendary Ella Fitzgerald. Our mission is to illuminate paths, not just for ourselves, but for those around us. And guess what? The Brunch Bunch is here to illuminate your path. It's your main man, Action Jackson. And I'm proudly posted on this Throwback Thursday with
Shine on, Moonlight. It's your girl, the Fair on the air. And I am so excited to be here today, mainly because I'm on a mission.
Oh, well, listen.
And you know, when I get on a mission, I can't stop.
Before you get on that mission,
Can't
we
stop,
want
won't stop.
to remind the believers to ask yourself this question: how are you being a beacon today? A beacon
I am
of
being
light.
a beacon of information and light.
Well, that's information. I guess it could be light too.
It's absolutely light. Let me tell you something. I will take you out of the darkness. As I see where the light is, I shall reach my hand back and pull you up.
Well, in my notes I put, whether it's through kindness, sharing knowledge, or simply offering a smile, your light is a guidepost for others on their journey. So let's light up the world, one act of generosity and knowledge at a time.
Well, your hair is lit. Is that generous enough?
Thank you. Well, listen, we are lit in the studio. We got a great show. We are in the midst of Black History Month. We're in the midst of Founders Week celebration coming up. Of course, our main man, Bishop Corby Bush, will be joining us to talk about that. We got great guests. And listen, believers, if you missed yesterday, Tamara was on one. And she's gonna be on 2 today, so don't go
3 and 5. I got a series of on it.
Well, today 2, then tomorrow 3,
There
then
you
Monday
go.
4, then Tuesday 5, and she's not gonna quit until the post office send her a personal letter. So you all get ready. Don't go to where we got way more to shit right here on Inspiration 1390. Come on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, that's right. Oh, give me that bill number. I got to talk about the bill too. You got my papers from yesterday?
I just reprinted it.
Oh, no, but I had my notes on that. You printed the notes.
Spotlighted on the air. Reach over 15,000 daily listeners. The Business Spotlight of the Week includes a daily commercial live on the air, a video just like this talking about your business.
Okay,
you don't want to miss this opportunity to let everyone know about your great business or your great product. All you have to do is DM us at brunchbunch1390, or you can email us at info@thebrunchbunch.com. This Business Spotlight was brought to you by the Dream Center Co-working and Business Support Services.
Ooh, my head is big.
Entrepreneurs, it's time to make history with your business at the 2024 Legacy Power Conference. This is your playground for networking with hundreds of entrepreneurs who share your drive. Dive into sessions on financing, marketing, and the secrets to breaking the $1 million mark in business. Connect with potential corporate partners and banks ready to work with you. And guess what? We're turning the heat up with an exclusive conversation with the one and only Juicy. Yep, we're talking business with one of the greats.
Yeah, I'm talking business. Yeah, I'm talking you. Yeah, I'm talking.
Build a legacy. Join us on March 1st.
What's
at
the
Power
address
Conference,
to
presented by WDB Marketing. Get
the
tickets
venue
now
for
at
the
Legacy
Black History
Awards
program?
Weekend.
15.
Let's make it together.
Black History 1 minute.
Hey, it's your main man, Action Jackson from the Brunch Bunch. It's the year of great change. Founder Week 2024, celebrating the
Oh my
life
God, I missed
of
my
Apostle
mask.
Richard D. Hinton.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It's
my
going
God,
down
I'm gonna get
Sunday,
some.
February 18th.
I gotta go
with
take my
special guest
prophylactic
Bishop Liston
antibiotics.
Page at 1 p.m.
Oh
Friday,
no.
February 23rd, with special guest Bishop Daryl
Huh?
Hines at 6 p.m. And
That
Sunday,
ain't gonna do
February
nothing but make you
25th,
think
with
you're getting
Bishop
something
Corey
done.
Bush
What kind of
at
paper? Let
1
me see.
p.m. It's
The
all
blue
going
one?
down at Monument of Faith
Oh no, those are good.
Evangelistic
Those are
Church,
actually good.
2750 West
Okay,
Columbus
I got it
Avenue
now.
here
You
in
forgot to have
Chicago,
me on the
Illinois.
live.
Host
Who did the
pastor
live?
is the one, the only
I just did it.
Apostle
You got
Mark
15 seconds
Hinton.
to Black History.
If you're
You live right
interested
now.
in more
No,
information,
I'm
you
talking
can call
about my page.
773
Nope, I just added it right now.
918
Where is
Come out,
It
Justin?
was.
and celebrate.
I just added it right now.
Is that not your
With
page?
Monument of Faith
That
Evangelistic
Look,
is.
you had it
That's
on.
100%
Is my
your
Facebook
page.
page on there?
Well, without Black history, where would we be when it comes to discussing genre originators? Let's talk about rock and roll. If you didn't know, now you know. Sister Rosetta Thorpe, known as the godmother of rock and roll, broke barriers in the male-dominated music scene of the 1940s. She created her unique sound by blending lively energy with gospel roots. Her performances ignited a new era of music and influenced greats like Chuck Berry, Little Richard, and Elvis Presley. Today, her legacy lives on in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She has been coined as the creator, the founder of rock and roll. Is
What's her
that
name?
Rosetta Thorpe?
See, all history leads to Black history.
That's it. And if you didn't know, now you know. That was our Black History fact of the day. Listen.
I'm glad you said that because there's been so much controversy about Beyonce putting out a country song, right? And so some of the supporters, because the Beehive will attack. I am now a part of the Beehive. I'm so excited.
Oh Lord, pray for her.
Anyway, I don't fan out too much, but really my fanning is for Blue Ivy. But her going into country music is just, I mean, it's organic because she's number one, she's Texas, she's country, and number two, we invented all that.
And I'm sure, I'm sure if we go through the history books, we will see that there was somebody Black that created.
Well, you just said it. I mean, people
rock and roll.
People associate rock and roll with white people. That's a genre that white people are usually in. But of course, Lenny Kravitz is in rock and roll, and he killing the game.
But no, I was saying we probably can find somebody Black that either started or helped push country music, not rock and roll.
No, I know, but I was just correlating the two.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. We're going to look that fact up. I was hoping one of our people in the studio was going to be getting us that info, but we'll definitely find out and report because we've been at the forefront of every industry that is
the current now today. And that's exactly what we are both saying that now. And then too, if you are musical, if you're a musician, you're musical, you don't have to be limited to one genre. That's what I love about Corinne Hawthorne. She said in the beginning, listen, I'm not going to be put in a box. If I want to sing R&B, I'm going to sing R&B. If I want to rap, I'm going to rap. She started out and is still currently a gospel artist, but do and be whatever your creativity allows you to do and be. Just be good at it.
Yep. Well, listen, believers, be good at whatever you are doing, as Tamara Fair said, because you are history in the making. Your story has yet to be fully told because it is still being written. And on this Throwback Thursday, we are writing history and righting wrongs. And you know what? You don't want to go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on this Throwback Thursday.
that part right there, believers. Righting wrong.
I put that on there.
No, you
I
didn't.
did. I added it. It was only 2 channels. You missed it, bro. It's okay.
I do it every
Because
day.
I got a text, you know.
I do it every day.
It's okay. You just missed one. It's fine. I was writing you a note, but they threw me off. Justice was loud. The mics are hot. They pick it up.
We gave you the information you're looking for.
But then that was a white man.
Today's your league.
I just, I just wanted, okay. If that's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something.
Who are you asking about?
HB 5491
Black people.
and
Who?
Frankfurt
Black
Post
people. I don't know the name of the
Well, that's what I wanted somebody to look up.
Country derives from blues music. So
Country derives from where?
all
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, that shit, like everything
And it
comes from the
makes sense
blues.
because country music tells a story, blues tells a story,
yes.
bluegrass tells a story. And I don't think any race should be pegged to one or 2 genres.
We're
If you
moving.
want to do
What's
whatever
going
you
on
want to
now?
do, you should do it.
Cut this. Let's do what's going on so we can give Bishop a couple of minutes, get him.
I was very disappointed in seeing that newscaster.
Talk about she like a dog marking her territory.
She didn't say that. The man
No, I'm talking about the
said,
guy saying she as in Beyonce like a dog.
exactly. But one of the comments was, you weren't saying that when you was cashing Tyler Perry checks.
Who said that?
That was one of the commenters said that about the actor, because he was in one of Tyler Perry's movies.
I didn't know that.
Was it Mr. Deeds? Not Mr. Deeds. All Good Deeds? No. What is it? Not Good Deeds.
Not good deeds.
No, I'm saying it wasn't Good Deeds. It was The Family That Prays Together. I watched Tyler Perry. He could put out
I
the
watched
ABC
Tyler
song.
Perry too.
He could actually.
It's not always great, but I support.
It's always great. He
But
could
you
make,
like all kind of movies though.
he could make Little Miss Muffet. I'm looking at it.
Cause you like the movies. You be watching Tubi movies.
You don't like Tubi movies?
No. And I was just in the barbershop and they was watching a homemade movie, what I call it. And the scene in the movie, I wasn't watching, but I heard the guy say, and my sister, I knew I shouldn't have never let her ride that bike outside. And I was like, what the? Straight to DVD. It just didn't even go right. You break your bike.
You okay today?
That's a good question.
No, seriously, that's a real question. Okay.
Expertise in real estate and mortgage loans, we make the process seamless and rewarding.
Yeah, the whole movie.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Kim Kardashian is a superstar.
I'm a whole movie. Well, that's a different genre.
No.
It definitely is a whole movie.
What'd you say?
You did your girl on the song.
Sister. I mean, like literally. My girl is a superstar, all from a home movie. Bow on our arrival, the Un-American Idol.
I never heard that song.
Look no further.
Click.
Oh, well, I never listened to the lyrics.
Clearly, because you know what? You didn't even know who Lil Durk was. So let's just.
Who is that?
It's the same person as the guy.
Ain't that the one who just got his teeth done and went viral?
Did he get his teeth done? I don't know.
No, that was G Herbo.
That was Jeezy?
G Herbo.
G Herbo, is he still in prison?
No, he beat the case.
Wait, he was in prison?
He beat the case.
You gotta get out a little more.
He was on trial.
Don't forget, tune in this Saturday.
I like G Herbo a lot.
To the Word Network for a life-changing word.
Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
So what's going on is we are in the midst of celebrating our history and our heritage, but not only that, Chicago is the birthplace of gospel music. Chicago is the place. All great things come from Chicago, in my Sherman Diller, the Black historian voice. And speaking of one of the greats, when we talk about preachers, pastors, we have some of the greatest that have gone on to glory, and we're in the midst of celebrating one, and that is none other than Apostle Richard D. Hinton. And we're so glad to have our friend Bishop Corby Bush on with us to talk about this auspicious occasion. Bishop Bush, welcome back to the Brunch Bunch.
Thank you for the welcome. You know what? You have such a great respect for the Church of the Lord Jesus Christ and for pastors and ministers and stuff, I am really always touched by the great respect that you have for the Church of God. I really appreciate that, brother. So much I appreciate that.
No, thank you, Bishop. Tammy, we often talk after the show. And yesterday I mentioned we were sitting talking. I said, I play a lot, but I do not play about God and God's people. And I am so blessed and grateful that God looks beyond my faults and see and meet more than just my needs. And I'm grateful to be connected with you, Bishop, and all of the other great pastors that the Brunch Bunch is connected with. But we're in the midst of celebrating a giant in the gospel who's gone on to glory, Apostle Richard D. Hinton.
60 years they've been having Founders Week. Brother Jackson, they've been having Founders Week for 60 years. It used to be in Chicago that Dad Cleveland from Oakland, California, and Ernestine Cleveland Reams would come every year for Founders Week, Bishop H.W. Goldsberry, Faye Temple. And now, those of us who were blessed through the ministry of Apostle Richard D. Hinton, now we're coming.
And coming strong.
That Sunday. Oh, yes, Sister Tammy, we coming strong. It was Listening Page Sunday. On tomorrow night, of course, Bishop Darrell Hines from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And then the combination of everything is going to be this coming Sunday at 1 p.m. They got a historic reunion choir.
Wow.
The Monument of Faith Historic Reunion Choir is coming on Sunday. So many people are coming. We're getting calls from all over, from California, from New York, from Detroit, from Texas, from everywhere. People are coming from all over the country because of what Apostle Richard D. Hinton meant to this nation.
You know what, Bishop?
You know he will.
You said
He'll go down in history as one of the great men of all time, one of the great preachers of all time. He'll go down in history, but his work continues through the ministry of Apostle Mark Anthony Hinton. He's doing a great job with Monument as this pastor and leader, and this is going to be a time, as Apostle Richard D. Hinton used to say, this will be a time of supernatural breakthrough for those that are coming. I believe that God is going to catapult ministries to another level as they attend Founders Week this year. It's going to be a powerful time.
I believe it, and I've been getting text messages that, hey, Action, I heard on Facebook, I heard your commercial. I hear you talking to my pastor. I heard you talk about my former pastor. So people who are not members anymore are talking about how excited they are to come, and current members are excited. But I'm excited because Apostle Mark Hinton is keeping the legacy of his father alive. And he invited some powerhouse preachers. Now, tomorrow, Bishop Darrell Hines, and if you've never heard Bishop Darrell Hines preach or his testimony or his singing, he is a preacher of preachers. But I got to say, Bishop, and I know, of course, you wouldn't say it yourself, but I am blessed to hear you each and every day, a little message from a snippet of your sermons. And Bishop Corby Bush is a preacher.
Yes, he is.
Listen, you illuminate the word when you speak. And so I'm excited to be in the room because I'm coming Sunday to hear you live and in person. So I want the believers to come out and join us too. What's the theme of the...
I have so much in common with Apostle Richard D. Hinton in that I was a boy preacher. I started preaching as a little boy in Chicago. Apostle Hinton started preaching around 12, 13 years old, and I started preaching around the same age right here in Chicago. Chicago birthed my ministry here in Chicago, Illinois. I preached in the storefronts, the cathedrals, the back porches, the street corners, the tents in Chicago, Illinois, where I began my ministry like Apostle Richard D. Hinton began his ministry here in Chicago, Illinois, and God let him rise to prominence here in Chicago, Illinois. So I have so much in common with him. I identify with him. He was a great man. I knew him personally. He was one of my dearest friends, a general in the faith. I love him so much. I love the memory of Apostle Hinton. I always say I love him in his grave. I love the hole where he lay. He was such a tremendous and magnanimous man of God. And Founders Week this week is going to be what he called it, a breakthrough. I believe people are coming to receive a breakthrough. This is the year of great change, positive change, change for the better. And I believe that even people in ministry, pastors are coming. We're getting calls from numbers of pastors who, after they get out of their service on Sunday, 1:00 p.m., they're headed to Monument of Faith to be a part of the 60th year anniversary. It's going to be a very, really, really powerful time. I'm serious. It's going to be powerful.
Well, speaking of powerful, you have a powerful theme. Share with the believers what the entire theme of this monumentous occasion is going to be.
Well, the theme is given by Apostle Mark Anthony Hinton, the year of great change. 2024, the year of great change. And you know, there are so many people coming out of this pandemic and experiencing the things they've experienced. They need, in their finances, in their relationships, in their ministries, they need great change. And this is going to be the year of great change. I'm already experiencing it. I started experiencing great change back in December as we entered into 2024. I could see it because the scripture says in Ephesians 5, stop living like a fool, live like somebody that's wise. The scripture says wise, the wisdom that God gives, not worldly wisdom or the wisdom of this age, but God's wisdom. Stop living like a fool and live like a person that's wise. And he said, and redeem the time, get it back. You've lost something in relationship. You maybe lost a lot of money. You maybe lost a lot of time doing crazy, foolish things. But don't live like a fool anymore. Live like a person who is wise.
I love
and redeem
that.
the time. Get it back. Whatever you lost, get it back. Get back the time with your family.
Listen, you definitely won't go home the same way you came.
You won't go home the same way you came.
Quit living like a fool.
Listen, now, Bishop, that was a word right there. I told you all Bishop Bush is a word. But you know what, Bishop? We appreciate you. We thank you for coming on. It just reminded
Brother,
me.
I appreciate you all giving me this time, and I thank you for the respect that you have for the church. Tammy, I thank you all for the respect that you all have for the church and how you love and highlight the different things that are happening in the Chicagoland area.
Well, we appreciate you. We definitely appreciate all the souls and saints you're going to save, and even the ain'ts.
Yep.
To come in and go out, saints.
So if you think that you've been living like a fool,
That's
or you
right.
know that you've been living like a fool, the bishop just said to stop living like a fool and redeem the time.
Yes.
Redeem the time. Get it back.
Daryl Hines tomorrow. And listen, this star-studded event, you definitely don't want to miss it, but it's more than stars. It's definitely a message, life-changing message.
And we want you to do on this Throwback Thursday, like Albertina Walker says in this next throwback song, spread the word that it is going down at Monument of Faith for Founders Week 2024. It's spread the word, Albertina Walker, right here on the Brunch Bunch.
All right,
More in
thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Bishop.
All right.
Thank you.
And, hey, Tammy, y'all give out the address. I forgot to do that.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we will.
All right.
All right,
thanks
Bishop.
for that note. I appreciate it. You got the address?
I can get it.
Okay.
What'd you say?
That's the whole point, isn't it?
Well, you be
most
quiet.
people know where my
I'm about to say, most people know, but you know.
But it is a good idea.
I'm gonna bring her in.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect.
Y'all doing the raw today?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can. You giving me the address to my email?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello. Hey.
Thank you, my love. I'm
You got
so
it.
grateful to
Can you
whoever
give it to 'em?
replenished these almond
Yeah,
joys.
they came back strong.
They came back. What is it?
2750 West Columbus.
Okay, West Columbus. It's in Chicago, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Jarrell.
I've been giving it out all week.
So funny.
I'm serious.
Like 3 shows on Saturday. You come on those too. guys on Facebook get a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'll get you set up.
Adam will help you.
So whenever it's
Can I put this in? No, because
that's not on Facebook. Yes.
Just I'm trying to figure out why you don't come.
You said one.
I didn't mean one. I said some. How many more minutes in this song?
1 minute.
Oh. So befitting. After the event, spread the word.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That was a good choice.
Yes, they do stay in your lane. What's up, Tina, y'all? I'm sorry. Tamara, what candy you eat?
Almond Joy. My favorite candy. My grandmother growing up would only let me eat Hershey's with almonds, right? And I always loved coconut. So I would sneak these Almond Joy, so it's actually reminiscent of my childhood. Every time I eat them. The bad part, because I had to sneak it.
30 seconds. But if you want to share on Facebook,
So for those of you on Facebook who are asking about the actual address to Monumental Church, it is 2750 West Columbus in Chicago, Illinois. Again, that's 2750 West Columbus. This is possibly one of the most impactful events this year so far.
So far, Monument of Faith is going down tomorrow and Sunday. Don't meet us there, beat us there. But talking about beating us there, where do you want us to beat you to, Tamara?
I want you to beat me to Frankfurt. No, to the Frankfurt post office. Let me tell you something. I'll talk about that in a minute. But I guess there's no Black History celebration without Black History celebration opposition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it should be, but it ain't. So during Black History Month, a neo-Nazi march in Nashville sparks an outrage. In Black History, we celebrate the contributions that African American, not just African Americans, but African descendants of Africans have contributed to making this nation and this world what it is today. Well, over the weekend, over a dozen people dressed in Nazi symbols marched down near the Capitol building in Nashville on the heels of a Black Lives Matter event. Now, you would think because Black History Month is such a grand situation that's really paying homage to people who have contributed to bettering the culture and the world, that you wouldn't have this kind of opposition. Well, forget that. Metro Nashville police say that they were monitoring some type of demonstration that occurred Saturday, and that demonstration consisted of a group of men dressed in red and black, waving swastikas flags in the air. Well, Tennessee Representative Justin Jones took to social media explaining the group were members of the Blood Tribe, a white supremacist group that exalts Adolf Hitler as their god. I'm just going to pause right there because you got to question, if you think that Adolf Hitler was a god, you got to question the believers, right? So in Jones's video, he said that the group were chanting, deporting every Mexican, along with other race taunts. Jones told CNN that he stepped outside an event honoring a Divine Nine sorority for Black History Month when he caught the scene. Immediately, the reaction of myself and the chief of staff was to try and rush to the parking lot and hide. And then we remembered the way to right wrongs is not to hide, but to shine the light of truth upon them. So we recorded them to bear witness to what was going on. Good for you, Jones. Governor Bill Lee responded to the incident in a statement condemning Nazism and anti-Semitism, adding that Tennessee remains unwavering in support for Israel. Well, the Lieutenant Governor, Randy McNally, followed up with his own response, calling the Blood Tribe members thugs who don't respect Tennessee's values and aren't welcome there. The police said the group vacated the premises after a standoff, arrived there early in the U-Haul truck, and they didn't want the smoke. Well, 2 years ago, a U-Haul truck pulled up outside of the area where the LGBT event was being held. And inside the truck, there were 31 members of a Patriot Front who police said were preparing to disrupt the Pride Parade. Well, not to mention, this group of black and red wavering hooligans have been spawning around the country like Pokemon. Well, they popped up in Orlando, Florida back in September and again on a college campus in Washington in January, and the ordeal got ugly. But it was a reminder during the Black History Month that Black people are still fighting for freedom and equity under the iron fist of racism and hate. I guess you're not doing nothing unless you got some haters, huh?
Yep.
Well, speaking of haters, I have become a new hater of the Frankfurt Post Office. And I'm still encouraging you. We're going to talk about this in a minute. But I'm still encouraging you to make sure that you call 815-469-5786 and let people know that we are no longer tolerating in any business that has public service or has deals with the public. You have to have a premium public service face.
Yeah.
Like literally, we cannot stand for it, because if we sweep it under the rug, it'll continue. 815-469-5786. I am slated to have a conversation with the Postmaster General, because change is not something that you are going to affect by just talking about the problem. You have to be solution based. And that's what we are here on the Brunch Bunch. Solution based.
Well, I want the believers and anybody else out there to know, if you cross Tammy, if you say something wrong to Tammy, if you look at her wrong.
It's not true.
No, but listen, Tammy don't play when it's an injustice.
Well, let me say this, because if you just did it to me, that's fine. I can deal with it, because I got tough skin. I can stand strong in the wind. But I know that if you got a 2-point star rating, you're doing it to everyone, which is why I launched this campaign, because it's not just about me. It's not about what you did specifically to me. If I'm not my brother's keeper, then what am I?
Yep.
I'm part of the problem. And so we have to be part of the solution.
A threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Exactly.
But you know, and I said that, but when I said it, and maybe I said it wrong, but trust me, if you are wrong in Tammy, and she know you wrong with everybody else, once you got a target on your back, it's over for you. Okay, listen. But I just wanted to give that fair warning, you know, so that they know. But I am grateful that you are one to stand up. But this is something you're gonna probably have to take to the federal level, because I'm sure every post office got 1 or 2 stars.
Well, now, one thing I am not is mistargeted. I'm not going in my own neighborhoods and start a riot and burn my own stuff down. That's what I'm not going to do. So, post office is a federal entity. I went to the federal people that need to effect change. You have to know where to go in order to effect change. And if you don't, put those comments in the Brunch Bunch on Facebook if you have any kind of injustices or in situations, because we do have a segment where we literally reach out to consumers who have been mistreated, maltreated, or undertreated, because sometimes just not getting back to someone on a really significant issue is maltreatment.
Yep, that's it. And you know what? Because, look at the Lord be moving and working up in this studio. Because of people like Tammy, and people that we've been talking about in Black history, one day we shall overcome.
Yes,
as long as we have people to stand up for us, like Tamara Fell. We shall overcome on this Throwback Thursday right here on the Brunch Bunch. All right, I'm killing it with the songs and these topics. Hey, how you doing today?
Good.
You ready? You ready? I do need to announce Saturday.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yes.
Because I got an outfit.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Y'all see Monster got his tambourine?
Thanks to Tammy.
And it's significant because it is definitely a Jamaican wonder of mine. Tambourine, show your tambourine. Yes, man.
And the next time I go to Jamaica, I told Valencia, next time we go, I'm making it a point. We are going to a Jamaican church.
Oh, Jamaica got churches everywhere because it's all segregated into parishes.
Well, we going to one.
Baby, that's an experience too. You will never forget it.
Listen, I'm going to buy me a tambourine as soon as I touch down.
You got a tambourine, why you got to buy
No, I ain't taking this. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to leave it nowhere. I'm keeping it right here in the locker.
You so funny.
So I was in the theater. You know, I love history. So the Bob Marley movie had me researching Rastafari.
Yeah.
I was almost tempted to want to go to like one of their services.
No, if you study the Rastafarian religion, it does have a lot of really good points, and it does make you a better person.
And they read the Bible. They
Absolutely,
Christian, yeah.
they read the Bible.
They just like to smoke a little weed while they meditate on the word.
Well, you know, weed is like 10,000 years old, and it was used medicinally back in ancient times. Yes, it is used medicinally, but it had a gap. It had a gap where it was just tainted. But if you look at how many properties marijuana has in it and how many healing properties, you would have never tainted it. So anyway, that whole religion, it mellows you out because you don't want to go inciting things like I took offense. Not that I was smoking, but that's why I took offense when the guy said I was irate. I'm like, irate, dude. I've been irate. This was not irate. No, you know, the old Tamara would have been like, I'll show you irate because I have jumped up on the counters at City Hall.
I couldn't believe it. They just had to break us right in.
Like, dude who beat up the judge, jumped right over.
No, I did have a fight with 2 police, though. Fist fight. See, I'm delivered. I'm delivered.
We shall overcome. The song says we shall overcome someday, but I am decreeing and declaring that we shall overcome today. You shall overcome that sickness, that depression, whatever ailment you are feeling. You are an overcomer. Turn to your neighbor and say, I'm an overcomer.
I'm an overcomer.
Talking about overcoming this Saturday, we want all of our seniors to overcome and be
and come over.
Come over. Right.
Overcome and come over.
To our 2024 inaugural Senior Squad Empowerment Brunch is going down this Saturday at 6978 Soul Food from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it is free. Somebody say free.
Free 99.
We are paying for the first 100 seniors 62 and up. That RSVP, that's www.whoisjack.org. That's whoisjac.org. Soon as you go on the website, you'll see the flyer RSVP. We're going to have some resources in the room, some speakers, of course, breakfast, networking, some giveaways, and some good times. You never know. Tammy's going to be in the building, and she is a woman of so many different businesses, and maybe we'll have some perfume.
I'm looking forward to actually imparting all the information that we have in our arsenal and also in our guests that are coming arsenal, because it is always good to get into the community and know the community firsthand. So we're looking forward to seeing and being and eating with you.
Yes, and we're going to have a good time. So make sure you go and register. That's whoisjac.org. And we're going to be launching, and we're going to talk about it Saturday, so we won't say much, but the Brunch Bunch Senior Squad. And you want to learn about what we're going to be doing, how we're going to be helping our seniors, and we're going to be having a good time this year. So make sure you are in the building. And talk about in the building, our guest has some great things going on, a great event coming up, and we're going to hop right in it on this Thankful Thursday.
That's right. And you know what? Miss Sonya Welch-Lightford has graced us in the studio with her presence, and she is known as Coach Blaze. She is a wife, mother of 4, and a dynamic entrepreneur with a passion for financial empowerment. Sonya wears many hats. She's a tax assassin. You heard it. Assassin. Credit expert and real estate investor. And as the CEO of Boss Mom Chicago and tax service, she's been serving the Austin area of Chicago for over 15 years, which makes her an expert. Sonya is dedicated to financial literacy and loves working with optimistic individuals who strive for a better future. We want to give a big brunch welcome to Sonya Welch-Lightford.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This is amazing.
You are amazing.
You are amazing.
And speaking of hats, you got a nice one on today.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's my thing. I love hats.
That's awesome.
Well, you wear many hats. Tammy said you're the CEO of Boss Mom Chicago and A+ Tax Service. And West Side in the building, so you get extra points for that. But let's hop right on in, Sonya. Your mission is focused on increasing financial literacy, and that's the theme here on the Brunch Bunch. What inspired you to pursue this mission, and what are some key initiatives you've implemented to achieve it?
Well, I know for me, I wasn't raised in a household that taught financial literacy.
As are so many in our community.
Yes. And so with that in mind, when I went to college, alumni of the University of Illinois Champaign-Urbana, I came home and my mission was to educate my people.
I love it.
I do too. Now you said something super important there, because most homes in Black and brown communities don't necessarily talk about financial literacy at the dinner table or when they're out on family outings, but kids look at how parents navigate through their finances. If they're bouncing checks, your kids are going to bounce checks. If you don't pay your bills, you got late past due notices, typically your kids do that. So as we navigate and start to educate our community on better financial practices, it's people like you that we need as a coach to see us through. So you offer complimentary financial plans to your clients. It sounds like a very valuable service, especially talking about what we just talked about. And so can you walk us through the process of creating these plans, and how can people connect with you to get one of these planning sessions?
Absolutely. So the process is simple. I sit down and I consult. I want to get to know my clients. I need to know who I'm talking to and what your challenges are. And not only that, I want to know what your dreams are. What do you want to accomplish? We're going to do some goal setting here, but initially we're going to look at your debts, and we're going to try to figure out how we can eradicate those. And if you need credit restoration, we're going to make sure we get you involved with the credit repair process. Okay, because we're so quick to run to bankruptcy.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm going to sit down with you and say, well, if you're not my client, I'm going to figure out if you have a tax refund, and we're going to figure out how we can properly allocate that to get you to get your finances lit. How about that?
It's something. It's a woosah moment when somebody holds your hand on your debt and shows you how to be out of debt.
Yeah, and I like what you said, because we see, unfortunately, during tax time, these big refund checks come and these big refund checks go. And it did nothing to help you grow your wealth, build wealth, get your credit done. So you said you help them. You sit down, consult. You help them eradicate debt. I love that. And credit restoration, not just repair, restoring and learning the process. So promoting tax and credit restoration to encourage clients to reinvest the refunds into themselves is an innovative approach. How do these packages contribute to improving clients' financial futures, and what results have you seen from implementing them?
Well, that was a real loaded question.
That's what we do here.
I know. Well, the beauty of it is I am a product of the product. Okay. So, I'm one of those college students that got preyed on by the, creditors.
PREY believers, prayed.
Yes. And they were, of course, giving out those credit cards, and I was taking them. And I came out of school with bad debt and realized, hey, this is not going to cut it. So I wanted to become a real estate investor, and you can't do that with bad credit. Okay. So I had to take my tax refunds and reinvest into myself and get myself out of debt and restore my credit, in order to achieve my dreams of becoming a real estate investor, which I did. And in doing that, I wanted to also be a person to help other people to do the same thing.
And that's what it's all about, Sonya. Congratulations on you not just looking at yourself, but all the people around you. Because truthfully, and this is not a joke, y'all, when everybody around you is financially set, you can leave your purse around.
That's true.
Like literally, you can leave your wallet around. But if not, you got to grab it and hold on.
You better
to
hold tight.
Yes.
And you know the old song said, hold to God's unchanging hand. Hold to that purse like God's unchanging hand.
Now, two things that we fear, and so we shy away from things that we fear, is taxes and credit.
Mm-hmm.
But the fear is what, Marcel? The false
Evidence appearing real.
And it is real until you have a person like Coach Sonya, who tells you how to do these things and take that fear out, and also get your credit top notch and understand the tax laws. So you have online courses,
Yes, I
tax
do.
master class that aims to produce more skilled tax professionals. You don't have to necessarily prepare taxes. You could be a tax professional for your own taxes.
Yep.
Talk about those online classes.
Oh my goodness. So we have the modules and you can study at your own pace. And I love that because when I started out with Jackson Hewitt. Everyone would run to, the big names, but I didn't learn anything, you learn hands-on. So I love the fact that my class, we have the modules. You can go back and study them as often as you wish. And we have an online community where you can also receive support and assistance. And I'm actually hiring through that community because I want to train professionals for my office as I expand and grow.
What you say, Sonya? Not only can you get educated, but you can get hired, honey. Hired.
Yes, because that's how we're going to stimulate the economy.
I love it. Well, we can tell your mission is really holistic, right? You don't want to just have a client make some money. You want to help your client to be able to go help other people and continue to help. And one of the things that when I was reading up about you and learning about all of your stuff, you have a passion for young people. Yes. And you want to help young people to get involved. Can you talk about that?
Yes. So my baby, International Honor Society, is my non-for-profit organization that I am launching. I am really looking for a place to lay roots so I can get my program going, so I can teach the youth financial literacy. And I want to do that through the arts. I have a passion for the arts and financial literacy, so I'm going to marry the two through my youth organization.
Sounds like that's a marriage that might last.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So you know what? I think that young people especially should have these kinds of resources, because when you're young, you really don't think about that, which is not put in your face and pounded in your face. Taxes and credit is something that's not pounded in your face, and you don't really start thinking about it until you try to go get a house at 28, sometimes 25, and you're like, oh, I did that in college. That still follow me. Your credit follows you, just like bad reputations. Okay. So you mentioned that you need a facility to teach this financial literacy to the youth.
Yes.
And underserved communities. Are you asking people to donate space? Are you looking to collaborate with someone?
All of the
Talk
above.
about it.
All of the above, because guess what, you guys? Collaboration is key.
That's it.
Collaboration over competition is what I promote. And I walk it and I talk it. And so shout out to my team, the Goal Getters. Okay, because if we all winning, then who's losing? Okay. Shout out my mentor, Joe Gathings. Okay, because we are doing amazing things in the community, not only for adults, but also for the youth as well. And so, yes, I am looking for a facility. I am looking for a collaboration. I want us to grow as a community.
Yes. Well, you know what? Depending on the area, I may have connection to some space for you. See how the Lord be moving. As long as you want to stay west. We don't want no mess. Stay west. Listen. Sonya, one of the things you have some great things going on. I love the community aspect, the course aspect. How do you measure the success and impact of your efforts to increase financial literacy in our communities?
I measure the success through my people that I'm seeing growing because of all the services that I provide and my holistic approach. I see my clients grow year after year. I get the opportunity to look at people's finances because I'm the tax preparer.
Yeah.
I'm the lady who you bring all your finances to.
So you know the whole scoop.
I know the scoop, and they trust me. And they understand that I have their best interest in mind.
And ain't no getting around. Ain't no skirting around that, as they say. You look, you see the actual numbers, and numbers do not lie.
Numbers don't lie.
People lie.
Men lie.
Women lie.
But numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. I love what you're doing. And so for people that are saying, I'm listening to this lady and I'm inspired and I want to work with her on one of these levels, how can they connect with you?
Okay, well, you can definitely reach out to me by phone at 630-670-8928, or you can follow me on social media. I am on Instagram at Sonya Blaze1, the number 1, and that's SONYABLAZE1. Or you can find me on my page, Boss Mom Shy, okay, because that's my new movement, the Boss Moms. I'm taking over.
I love that, because we didn't talk about Boss Moms. Can you tell us what is Boss Moms?
Well, Boss Moms is a networking group for women who are entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs. And we're going to have some amazing events. I'm planning my next one, but in November, I hosted the Guru Awards Brunch at the Drake Hotel with Leveled Up University. Shout out to my family, Donna Williams, Leveled Up University. And, we had an amazing event. So we're going to make it an annual thing. And we're going to continue to host events and bring women entrepreneurs together in support of one another. Because it's so important that we support, we create our communities to support each other and keep encouraging each other to keep going. It's not easy being an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Coach Blaze, not only for the kids, but also for the grown-ups.
Because kids do grow. They grow up into grown-ups.
Listen, you will preach to the choir, me and Tammy both said, at the same time.
No, seriously, every single day I wake up and say, is this the day it's going to all end? And then I get back to my God and say, absolutely not. This is the day it all begins again.
You know what? When I think of entrepreneur, I think of, I've had some good days. I've had some hills, but I won't complain because my good days do outweigh my bad. But when you have a coach, a consultant, a mentor, someone you can talk to say, hey, I'm having these problems. I cannot scale my business to grow.
Talk you off the ledge.
I'm about to sell this business. Sometimes it's like, I ain't selling it. I'm closing the door. But then your coach, like Coach Sonya, you can say, you know what? No, you may need to do A, B, and C. Or, hey, let me come in and help you do C, D, and E. But the most rewarding thing in business, I believe, is when you don't give up and you don't quit and you reach a milestone. Not the goal, because goals keep changing in business. But when you reach that milestone and you say, you know what? It was worth it all.
Yeah, that's right. You're checking off that goals list.
You said something super duper important, both of you. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. And one of the challenges that I find as one of our goals this year was to put 20 of our employees into home ownership. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't find 20 that wanted to. So what are some of the biggest challenges that you've encountered on your mission to promote financial literacy, and how have you addressed them?
So, like I said, most of that is people get discouraged when their finances aren't where they need to be. People get discouraged by their credit scores. That is a huge thing for people. And some people just don't want the responsibility of home ownership. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not, but I have been very, very successful at talking my friends into it. I had a girlfriend who was, got her CHA voucher, and she was talking about she was going to go use it. I said, well, you don't even have no kids. So what they going to give you? Mm-hmm. I said, girl, but you got a 700 credit score. Go get you that building.
Yep.
And she did.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why you need a Coach Sonya.
Right.
You definitely need someone to help talk you through. Coach Sonya, you are doing some amazing work. Deborah Vine said, "What's up, Sonya?"
Hey, that's my sis right
Listen,
there.
she said your futures are so bright you have to wear sunglasses. And you know what, Sonya? Tammy and I got on sunglasses because we know that your future is so bright. To look at you, we needed these sunglasses on.
Right.
One more time, give out your phone number, how people can connect with you.
Okay. Well, I gave out my number. Let me tell you again. It's 630-670-8928. I have a website. It's swlenterprise.com. follow me. You can definitely follow me there. And if you're on IG, I'm at Sonya Blaze 1. Because I'm Coach Blaze.
I love it.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining us. Thank
You're
you for doing what you're doing. And
welcome.
thank you for being in the space. We need more of you, Miss Sonya.
Well, listen, I want to invite my people out this Saturday to the Dopest Bar and Grill,
Mm.
okay, at 3:30. So you can come out and get inspired and come network if you're an entrepreneur
Where
or
is that?
inspired. So that's in Chicago, and I have that address. It is.
And we had it too. I just realized that was in my notes that you have an event going this Saturday.
Yes.
That is 2343 West Roosevelt Road in Chicago, Illinois. That's the Dopest Bar and Grill. The event is inviting all entrepreneurs and inspiring entrepreneurs to the Go Getters Cocktail and Networking event from 3:30 to 6 p.m.
Yes.
And how much does it cost?
$0.
Well, listen, if it's free, it's for me.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Believers, if you are not doing anything, join Coach Sonya and her fantastic group of entrepreneurs. Networking is key. You never know who you will meet in the room, and you definitely want to support this event. It's going down this Saturday. Coach Sonya, thank you again for joining us on the Brunch Bunch. Believers, thank you for joining us each and every day like you do, because we appreciate it. And we want to see all of our seniors this Saturday, 62 and up. The first 100, I just got some notifications. We have a few tickets left. So get them before they're gone. If you are under 62, you can still come. You just got to pay, because we are treating
We're checking IDs too, y'all. So don't be coming in there talking about I am 62 with your skirt slid all the way up there.
Because 62 is the new 42.
Right.
I know some of y'all are so young looking, but believers, we encourage you like we do each and every day on this Throwback Thursday. In the spirit of the late, great Reverend Clay Evans, no matter what you're going through, no matter how the day may seem, go home tonight, get in your bed, and pull the covers around your shoulders and go to sleep, because angels are watching over you. Tamara Fair on the air, I love you.
I love you, Action Jackson.
Believers, we love you. Baby Eminem, we love y'all. Up next is AC Green. After that, Pastor DeAndre Patterson with the Afternoon Drive. We get it done all night long right here on Inspiration 1390. Woo! Keep going. He getting the video. What's up?
Hey, Facebook, thanks so much for joining us. Make sure that you go and get your financial literacy on. It's nothing like having a mentor, a coach, someone to hold your hand in the bad times, and someone to cheer you on during the good times. So definitely you want to connect with Coach Sonya. Y'all, we will see you tomorrow. Same time, same space, same place. New news,
Sonya,
though.
we're going to get some pictures with you.
So you cut the commercial for the Buddy Car Wash? She sent me what she wants.
Oh yeah, I just did a commercial for them too.
Okay, cool.
Can I do it now?
Yeah.
Marcia